Okay, Dad.
Good morning, Anmol. How are
Good morning. How are you?
you? Good. Anju, good morning. How are you?
Yes, Anju, she seems to be in a good mood.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to be focusing
Mm-hmm.
on some of the most interesting places in the world we've ever traveled to.
Right.
Oh, here we go. London. Well, that's a good start. You've got the book for it, so now you're able to talk about a bit about it.
Well, I was there for a very short time, only a couple of days for work-related escort.
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind it at all, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It lived up to the expectations I had.
Mm-hmm.
I went and saw all of the things I wanted to see. I want to see the Old Bailey, as Khushbu was doing her law degree at that time, I think.
The Old Bailey. What's that?
That's their, I think it's their main court and more.
Oh,
The Old
okay.
Bailey.
That's what they call it, the Old Bailey.
Yeah, and then I went to Fleet Street, which was the street where they had all newspapers based before the internet took over. And I also went and saw, I had a really good time. Went to Soho, went to a few other pubs.
Yeah.
Had a nice Indian meal made by a Bangladeshi. That was
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But if you were to ask me about the most favorite place I've ever been to, I would have to say it's Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam.
What stood
the
out
wo-
about Ho Chi Minh?
It just reminded me of Calcutta to an extent. It's got that French architecture. They've got a hotel called Caravel named after an aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Just a very nice vibe to the whole city. Very friendly people.
Yeah.
I really loved it. And one of the interesting things that happened there was I met a couple of South Korean girls
Yeah.
who had exactly the same T-shirt that I had on, and they took a selfie. I think the T-shirt said "I love London,"
Oh.
and they were
Interesting.
quite surprised. We took a selfie. Started a few rumors at work, but they were all unfounded, of course, as you can imagine. But yeah, no, it was good. Ho Chi Minh City
So
had.
you met a couple of Vietnamese girls who said, "I love London."
No, you're not listening, are you? They're Korean girls
Ah.
who had the same T-shirt that I had.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Interesting. There we go.
Interesting.
So you found Ho Chi Minh. Was there any other part of Vietnam you went to?
No, I've only been to Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh,
yeah,
and you found that
very
interesting.
good.
And you
Yeah.
found London good as well.
I found London good as well.
Okay. Was there any in terms of any other areas you went to while you were doing this job that you were doing that you
I've
found
been
particularly
to
interesting?
A few countries. The country I can tell you, the country that I didn't like was Dubai.
It's not
I
a
didn't
coun-
like Dubai at all. I didn't like Doha.
So the city of Dubai and the city of Doha.
Didn't like them at all. There was nothing that interested me there in the least. And I don't want to go into any more detail because I might go politically incorrect. But I did not like those places at all.
Okay.
Sri Lanka, I loved Colombo. Colombo was great. I liked
Yeah.
that. Yeah, when I went there, it was nice. And then of course, I've traveled a lot in India.
Yeah.
I think Bombay still stays one of my favorite cities.
Do you think you would like Bombay today? It's changed a fair bit since the last time you were there,
for a
probably.
long time. I think
It's probably gentrified a bit.
Sorry.
It's probably gentrified a bit now, Bombay.
Yeah, true. But it was always a very modern city, even when I was there in the 80s. What about you, Anmol?
I was
What
going to
about you?
say, I went to Hong Kong
Yeah.
with you, and I found that pretty interesting. I was going to say, what do you think about Hong Kong? I thought
Yeah,
that was
Hong
quite
Kong was nice.
interesting
The
place,
fact that I went with you made it even more interesting.
Yeah.
And the fact that Anju wasn't there made it even better.
No.
So yeah, no, that was great.
Might have to edit that part out for
No,
this one.
no. This is a podcast. There's no editing, man. This is just
Anyway, so
yeah. So what else?
Hong Kong was nice. I found. I mean, obviously it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
You can tell, but it's definitely an interesting place to take a look at, and it's definitely a lot to see there.
What did you think of Calcutta when you went there?
Huh? Calcutta was good. It was very busy.
It sounds like you getting
Very
sleepy talking about Calcutta.
typical of India. Sort of very busy, very chaotic, but also a lot to see and do, I guess.
Well,
In Calcutta,
the
Green
fact
Park.
that-
What was it? Green Park. What's that place called?
No, Park Street.
Park Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. The interesting part of Calcutta that I found very gratifying was the couple of weeks that you did at the Mother Teresa
Yeah.
ashram where you
Yeah.
served as a volunteer. That was great.
That was great.
Did
I
you,
enjoyed that.
that was very
That was a good experience. I really enjoyed doing that.
yeah. Okay. We'll just get a quick word from Anju now about her travels to and from Europe. Anju, just very quickly, can you turn around and give us a little bit of an update of your just one favorite city, so we can complete the podcast of one city in Europe.
You're on camera.
Belgium.
City.
Did you like Paris?
That was okay.
Belgium was your favorite
Yeah.
part of the European trip? So Anju went to the Netherlands and she went to Belgium and France. And it looks like Belgium was her favorite, but I think she really enjoyed Europe overall. She's spoken a lot about it.
She's
She's
spoken too
definitely
much about
interesting.
it, yeah.
She's definitely interested in it.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So yeah.
I also thought that so Delhi, when we went to Delhi and we went to the Taj Mahal, Mom and
yeah.
I went to the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
I found that very interesting.
That's one place I've not been to. but
Yeah, I definitely think you go there. It's a beautiful place, Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
It really is, and you can see it from a long way away as well.
Right.
You're way back, and as you walk into it, it comes further into view. And I think we went to Agra. So we
Agra,
did,
Taj Mahal is in Agra.
yeah, yeah. So we drove up there. I think it was north of Delhi.
Yeah.
So that was a really interesting experience.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, so this is about our international travel. We should do our next podcast on our domestic travels, maybe.
Yes. So
Okay.
okay. So we've done one on international travels. Let's do one on like you said. Let's do the next one on domestic travels.
Sure.
And we can also do, while we're talking about that, we can also include the places we still want to go to.
Okay,
So
that
we
sounds.
can talk about places like New Zealand, which we've been talking about, Europe,
Yeah, sure.
for me, the Caribbean and all that. So yeah, we can talk about places that we like to go.
Okay.
So
I'd like to go and see a test match at Lord's and more. Remember we were talking about that?
yes, yeah, if we ever go to England, love to go to a test match. The Ashes is this year, so
All right.
that'd be interesting actually, interesting experience.
No problem.
I went to the Adelaide Cricket Ground and I liked that experience.
Yeah, I think
I think
a
I'd
test
like-
match in England. would
In
be
England,
nice.
any ground in the UK really would be fantastic. Did you go to Scotland as well, by the way?
No, I've never been to
In
Scotland.
Scotland, okay. So it was England.
I just went to England. Yeah, just to London. Yes.
Okay, there you go, and you enjoyed it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
very good.
yeah, it was good. All right. Okay, let's sign off on this one, Anmol. Not many thanks to Anju at all for her very limited participation, but thank you once again for your input, and yeah, look forward to our next one.
And thank you, Anju, for giving a little bit of your take. I know you're a bit busy at the moment, but thanks for that.
Can you just give a wave to the camera, Anju? He's got the camera on you.
Just give us a wave. Thank you. Good to see you, Anju, and
Alright.
thank you very much.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.